One of the things that we have so enjoyed about bringing 3+U your way over these last almost 10 years, can you believe it, is the chance to highlight area nonprofits and small businesses. And that's all shifted a little bit these last couple of months because the nonprofits generally come on to let us know about fundraisers and things that they're having to keep their outreach into the community going. That has been on hold for quite a bit. But we're very happy this morning to have Tanesa McGee join us. She's with Habitat for Humanity of Greater Chattanooga. Good to see you this morning.
Hi, good to see you too. How are you?
Oh, well, I am fine, and it sounds like you are too, although you're getting a bit backlogged at Habitat. You were lucky enough before COVID happened to have your women's build breakfast. But then it came time to build the house and your volunteers weren't able to come out because of the COVID restrictions. Is that kind of right?
That's correct. It's very unfortunate that our teams were not able to come out and participate in the build as normal. We usually have a 16-week build schedule, and with COVID, that totally impacted us. But our construction staff was able to continue on the process and diligently work to get this homeowner into their home on schedule.
It must have been a real heart tug for you when you watched this happen, because your role at Habitat is you work with the families who are coming in. You're kind of their entry point and their exit point because you help them on the financing side of things.
I do. Our application period had to stop because of COVID, and we weren't able to bring new people into the process. We had to put them on the wait list. So definitely, it totally impacted the way that we were in contact with our families, because I wasn't even able to sit down with our Women's Build family up close and personal. We just kind of had to talk by, virtual conversations. So it definitely has impacted us.
You were sharing with me that within the Habitat plan, if you will, you have something like 18 different classes that are just financial classes that the applicants, do they go through all of those classes, or they can elect to take a few of them? How does that work?
Well, there is an array of classes. We do have some education classes that are involved, but we do have 18 education classes. And they're anywhere from plumbing 101, budgeting 1, 2, and 3, credit repair. So we're trying to totally give them all the tools that they need in their toolbox when they become homeowners to be successful.
So right now, you can't even say to me, hey, Julie, let's encourage folks to come out and volunteer, because you're having to be careful with that. But is this a time where donation dollars are so very important for you?
Absolutely. We still need funds to, fund our homes and build new homes for new families. We encourage all our community members to give as much as possible to be able to build new homes at an affordable rate, because that's what we focus on, affordability.
You are from Chattanooga, so you've had the great fortune, I think, of watching your hometown grow and flourish into this jewel that it is. Did you ever remember, as a young girl growing up here, to think about the idea of having this kind of an outreach within your own community? I mean, you've touched dozens and dozens of lives over the years.
Yes, it has been such a blessing. I never thought that I would have such a great, foothold in Chattanooga in the way that we're growing. But to have this opportunity is very rewarding, and I'm ultimately grateful to be able to be a part of the Habitat team and work with our families.
Do you find when you're talking to people, and I'm sure they begin to ask you questions about Habitat, if you're just in a social setting or something, but do people understand it fully? I mean, I've learned more just in talking to members of the organization over the years. Your applicants are not always predictable. The people who are coming to put those applications in are often not who you might think they are.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a different process, because with Habitat, people have the persona that we're just giving houses away.
Right.
But our families, when they come into the program and they get accepted to the program, it is an intense program. It's about 18 to 24 months, and could be a little bit longer, just depending on how aggressive that homeowner is. Some of our homeowners come in and they're very eager, and they hit the ground running. So they are ready to get their home and they make it. within 12 to 18 months. So, and then they have to perform sweat equity. And that's the thing, that they have to do their life things that they do. And then they have to come and actually volunteer in our restores. They have to work on their home and build on their home as well. So they have almost 300 to 400 sweat equity hours that they have to get throughout this process.
And it just shows you the determination that they have to want that home, because 18 to 24 months is a long period of time to stay focused on something. And if it's not really important to you, you won't do it. There was a woman, and I can't recall her name, but I think she's a recent beneficiary of one of your houses, either yours or up in Cleveland, so forgive me. But when she was talking to me on the set pre-COVID days, she almost cried because her motivation factor were her children. And that you could just see that mother's heart burst because she was so happy for the gift she was going to be able to give her kids.
Yes, we go to those closing tables and it's nothing but tears. It's tears from both sides. We cry a lot together when we get to the finish line because of the reward and being able to leave an investment for their families, the impact that they have on their lives and their livelihood as far as making their futures better. It's just, it's just a very rewarding experience.
Well, now, Tanesa, I know you said that you've got quite a backlog of applicants because you've had to slow things down a bit, but do you still encourage people who might want to try for a house to put their application in?
Oh, absolutely. We do have a wait list right now, but come out, put an application in, definitely, because this is investing in your future. This is something that's going to be investing lifelong time after, somebody's gone, and you can leave it to your family. So absolutely, still, if you're interested, come and see us at Habitat.
And it never hurts to repeat something that might appear to be obvious, but there have been a lot of people who've been negatively impacted these last few months financially with job losses and furloughs and that kind of thing. So since you're seeing how to build up someone's finances with Habitat, do you want to give us a few pieces of advice to not let our own credit scores and finances tank?
Yes, absolutely. Contact your creditors. That's the first thing you can possibly do in any situation. At the first notice of being laid off or being furloughed, contact that creditor to see what best options they have for you. That way that you won't be negatively impacted on your credit.
All right. Well, it is very good to see you this morning. And when things do open back up and you're able to have those volunteers come back on site, by all means, let us know and we'll help you spread the word.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Julie, for having me today.
Always good to see you. And you can contact Habitat for Humanity of Greater Chattanooga by simply going to their website. It's happychat.org, or you can call them 756-0507. If you are in a position to help financially, they would love the donations. And if you are in need of assistance, they would love to be able to help you as soon as they can. Thanks again, Tanesa.
Thanks, Julie. Have a great day.
You too.
When storms move into the Tennessee Valley, count on Thunder and the Channel 3 Storm Alert Team for the information